Nobody else wants to talk about it, so it looks like I'm the man left up to the job. See, I have to keep everybody accountable because when it comes to Caitlin Clark and her having a bad game, everybody want to talk about it. It's national news. But Olivia Miles, Paige Bueckers, a bunch of these other players who y'all want to compare to her are allowed to have these trash, terrible games without anybody talking about it. And those days have come to an end. Dallas Wings head coach Jose Fernandez is livid. He's disgusted with the Paige Bueckers turnovers, and he blasted her in the post-game presser. We have got to get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel with the bell notification, hype the video. That'd be greatly appreciated. As always, we have to get into things. So before we even get into what Dallas Wings head coach Jose Fernandez had to say, let's get into this. I watched the entire Dallas Wings versus Golden State Valkyries game. Paige Bueckers was 1 of 7 in the first half. She had, 3-4 turnovers. She had more turnovers than assists. She was awful, especially in the first half. She played a little bit better in the second half, but it was an unimpactful 21. Don't let them gas you with the 20 points. Oh, she has this many 20-point. She was awful tonight. She was locked down, and she was turning the ball over left and right. Paige Bueckers, 21 points, 3 assists, 8 turnovers. If it was a Caitlin Clark with 8 turnovers, they'd have highlight reels of all the turnovers. She was a -7. The Dallas Wings are 1-5 in their last 6 games. 1-5 in their last 6 games. But more importantly than that, they are 3-11. They've lost 8 out of their last 11 games. They have been a disaster, especially ever since All-Star break. The Dallas Wings have been horrible. L, 1W, L, W, L. They've been terrible. And Paige Bueckers plays a major part in being the face and the leader of the team. She stunk it up versus the Golden State Valkyries. Head coach Jose Fernandez did not hold back on it. Let's get into it.
Go ahead. Hey, Coach. Just kind of wondering, what did you see from the team in the fourth quarter, especially when I think Maddie Segrist and all clear the game seemed like they kind of gave the team a little bit of a boost?
Yeah, they did. I thought their size and their length, affected them a little bit. What we talked about before the game and even at halftime, there were 4 things that we
Now,
needed.
this is where he's addressing Paige Bueckers. When he talks about the 4 things, keep in mind, Paige Bueckers, 8 turnovers. Now, pay attention to what he's going to say. This is directly at Paige Bueckers.
Before the game and even at halftime, there were 4 things that we needed to do well. We needed to defend the arc. We needed to take care of the basketball, not give Golden State extra possessions, like live ball turnovers.
We needed to not give Golden State extra possessions, live ball turnovers. Paige Bueckers, 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers. She was awful handling the ball tonight. She was awful in her decision-making tonight. 8 turnovers to just 3 assists. 7 turnovers to just 3 assists. It was nasty work. That was one of his keys before even walking into the gym. And she dropped the ball. That's why they were getting blown out by nearly 20 points at halftime.
Needed to do well. We needed to defend the arc. We needed to take care of the basketball, not give Golden State extra possessions, like live ball turnovers, and making sure our shot selection didn't lead to bad transition defense that goes in regards, you throw those in as turnovers, and points in the paint and the glass. I was very proud of our guys. We wanted to talk about playing the second half in 5-minute increments, and if we could do that, we'd give us our chance to get back into the game. The first 5 minutes of the third quarter, we won by 3 or 4, and then those next 5, we didn't close the third quarter. But I thought we got ourselves back into the game in the fourth, where a couple times we got it down to 8, 7, 8, 9, and they hit a couple threes. The threes at the end of the shot clock hurt us, and also the offensive rebounds off of their 3-point attempts. They had 10 ORs.
And then I know this is just your summer's first game back from injury.
Yeah.
I think the last time she's played against Ohio State. Ohio State's kind of kept her a little bit in check. What do you think that the Valkyries are doing that's kind of keeping her out of her rhythm, given that she has such responsibility?
Yeah, well, this was her first game back, right? And she didn't have
This is in regards to Jessica Shepard making her return.
the minute restriction, but with her not playing in a while and coming off that ankle, and how a walk was playing and land and we went big there at the 3, that it was more beneficial for us to rest her and get her ready for this 4-game homestand at home coming off that ankle injury.
And y'all gonna need all of them because y'all are playing terrible. Paige Bueckers is playing her team right out of the playoffs. I'm not showing no mercy. When any of these star players have rough games, I'm covering it the same way they would cover it if it was Caitlin Clark who was stinking it up. We're going to do that. We're going to make sure that we're on top of all of that. Let's see what Enrique had to say.
What are some of like the difficulties in kind of containing the United States 3-point attack?
What were the what?
Like some of like the difficulties of being able to kind of contain, like minimize the number of 3-point attempts that we're taking.
I mean, I think they actually hit difficult shots tonight. Like they hit contested shots. And I think we executed our defensive plan fairly well. And I don't think that's the reason that they won the game. Thank you. Oh.
Yo, this team just can't get it together. The Dallas Wings are at a free fall. This was a team that had a top 3 seed, like at one point. Like they were playing really good basketball. They are free falling. They might fall all the way down to the damn 8th seed.
Oh, and then on the flip side, I guess now the team has most players back healthy, at least in the front court. Is there kind of like some adjustments or still some kind of like lineup combinations that you're looking for that can maybe kind of like optimize the 2-way connectivity?
That's probably a question for Coach, I think. Yeah. We just do what we're instructed.
One question on Zoom. Christian, go ahead.
Been kind of the biggest issue on this stretch after going on a 6-game win streak before?
I mean, we were playing well before the break. Sometimes teams come back better or worse, and I think we're just figuring out. We've had some injuries, but we can't put the blame on that. We're figuring out, and we will figure it out. We just got to keep going game to game, not worry about how many we lost or how many we have left, game to game, our next opponent, and watch the film on what we did wrong and just be better for the next game.
Yeah, too much partying at All-Star break. Now y'all came back stinking it up. Dallas Wings are at a free fall. They might fall all the way to the bottom of the playoffs. Head coach Jose Fernandez not happy with those Paige Bueckers turnovers. What says you? Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel.